G'day and welcome to Gatekeepers coverage of the 2023 Queensland Open presented by Disconnection and Disc Doctor. Final round. This coverage has been provided by RAD, Gatekeeper Media and Disc Golf Justice. We're at the beautiful Pine Rivers Park in Brisbane, northeastern Australia. Sunny tropical Queensland in the heart of winter. Looking beautiful, boys. I'm here with Paddy Robinson, Andrew Ferguson, I and Tim Bowen. Together we are the Tee Off Commentary. Keen to see this final round coverage, boys. Very tight at the top.
It certainly is, and we had a hot round. Second round from Austin D'Alessandro, who's chased from the chase card and now finds himself at the top, 6 under par.
Paddy yourself, only 2 back, as is Jade Brady. Aaron Morton, 3 back.
Yeah.
And Dan Frost, Weiss Wisniewski, and myself rounding out the top 7.
Anyone's game, really. Straight off the mark, we got hole 1, 205 metre par 4. Such a fun hole to start. You've got this opportunity for a massive crushing drive. Get all the way down here. If you can get past this little hill, you've done pretty damn well. Then funneling down to this beautifully perched basket on the hill. OB on the right side. What doesn't this hole have? I really enjoy it. Great start hole.
Bit of a gallery for the final round. Here's Austin D'Alessandro. Rocking the Discmania, loves your Discmania discs. No stranger to distance too. Yeah. Asking for it to get right. It was interesting wind, this one. I spent a lot of time in practice wandering around this fairway trying to get a read on the crosswind.
Yeah, it was either hitting us with tail or hitting us with left to right.
It was very left to right, and that amphitheatre on the right, as Cam Ford will attest to, is OB, and it jumps out at you. He's very, very famous for hitting that amphitheatre and kicking straight back in bounds. Well done, Cam Ford. Paddy, you've turned that over.
Yeah, it turned like crazy, man.
Oh, did that get safe?
No way. Did that come back in bounds?
That is safe.
Paddy Robinson with the 3-time Aussie champ love.
Thanking that spongy cooch grass
that
path for kicking you back in. That's unbelievable.
Oh, Jade.
That's not coming back.
Yeah. This is the left to right wind right here. And Jade getting the OB signal. Paddy, how OB did you think you were off that shot?
I mean, mate, I thought I was in the water, to be honest. When they said it was safe, I'm glad I saw that on footage because that is actually disgusting. I don't know how I got in.
Now, Tim, you alluded to Cam Ford before.
Yeah.
What happened there?
I mean, he turned something over and hit the top of the amphitheatre, the sign, and it kicked into the middle of the fairway.
Oh,
get out of the way!
Aaron taking on the spectators.
Did it get him?
They've come down from the aged care home.
He did not get hit, thankfully. Got out of the way, but unfortunately, Aaron has found the OB on that left-hand side. Austin swinging that out very wide, but I like the shape.
Oh, that's
huge.
Absolutely parked.
It's got a sneakily big forehand, Austin. Jade from the OB spot. This is a scary shot with the backhand. You needed to turn and not turn too much into the OB. How, Jade?
Jeez, he's done well.
That is class, man.
That is a top-tier disc golf shot.
And Tim, if you think I get lucky, you want to see some class?
Oh, no.
Straight OB, mate.
Oh.
Straight OB.
So Jade's thrown one of the most technical shots you possibly can do. Backhand into the crosswind, landing on the perched basket there. And then, Paddy, you've gone full MA4 and just forehanded straight OB.
It's all right. I pulled it back.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well done, sir.
Just do that the first time, you idiot.
Aaron here throwing his third from the out of bounds and putting that one right under the bucket.
Yeah, nicely done, Aaron. Austin with the lone look for birdie. Put in a 7 down in the second round to sneak onto the lead card into the first spot and opening his account with a birdie.
Yeah.
Great putt. That was full death putt behind that basket. We've got about 4 metres until you hit the OB line. Paddy, a bogey to start. This hole is definitely not one you want to bogey. It's right there for the taking.
I didn't get this one all weekend, mate, and that hurt.
And with the chase card only narrowly behind you, boys, don't want to be starting with bogeys, that's for sure. As we move on to hole 2, 158 metre par 4. Very, very wooded, this one. I like a backhand mid. Flexes down this right fairway here. Stops somewhere near this tee pad. And then you've got a nice straight shot to the basket, as you can see here. It's pretty short, but pretty wooded, this one. And we've seen plenty of different lines taken. A lot of early left, which is not a good idea.
I like this disc up to the driver, and that is absolutely smashed.
Yeah, right. So the driver fading left, I think that's off the main fairway, but he should have a nice open forehand if he's around the Mando.
Jade looking to do something similar. That's a little high.
Great
Oh.
kick. I mean, if you're hitting stuff on the left and getting back to the fairway, you take it, because any kick to the left makes it very tight to the Mando. So, Paddy, you've gone with your fortress here.
Yeah, I was really happy with this. And
Didn't quite get the finish.
got a bit long.
Ooh. That's still in bounds, though? Or did that
It
find the water?
is in bounds, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not in a great spot, but
No, you're probably going to have to come around the back of all those trees. Aaron with the flex forehand. And he's done this very nicely in the first 2 rounds. And that's a
great
great
reaction.
result. You can just see the size of the roots of those trees. If you're on them, you basically have to throw standstill. They're so hard to do a run up on.
Potentially Moreton Bay figs. Don't quote me on it.
There you
I'm
go.
not a botanist, but I think they're Moreton Bay figs.
I think
Aaron
you'll find
Morton.
I think you'll find that we should ask Jade. He's the arborist, and he does when he's not slaughtering the MPO field.
Yeah, well, he slaughters trees. He cuts them down, doesn't he?
Yeah, post in the comments, Jade. What kind of trees are they, mate?
It's quite a nice upshot from Jade.
That's beautiful.
Yes, very nicely done. He'll have a look for the birdie.
Yeah, which is big after that first hole.
Paddy, are you in
Where are
the
your
mud
legs,
here?
Paddy?
Yeah, just a bit of an awkward stance
Yeah.
and left that a bit more right than I wanted.
Should be relatively open for the up and down for the par. And Austin, a bit pinched off. Ooh, I almost would have gone the... Well, I mean, I definitely would have, being a forehand player, but I would have straddled and forehanded that one out, I think.
He's done well, edge of circle though.
Yeah.
Scary part with the that drop in the elevation straight behind it. But
Yeah, it makes it hard to run. If you whiff it, you're going definitely outside circle. Aaron with the chance for the bird. Lobbing it up. Ooh,
Sit down.
If
Sit
that gets
down.
wrong, that's okay. It folded
There we go.
over.
he was staring that
He
thing down.
was staring at it.
He wasn't happy.
Jeez, laser beams.
Here we go, Austin. He's just hit a nice putt on the first hole. And
Oh.
he's started again. Red hot start to round 3 for Austin. 2 down through 2. It's going to be hard to catch if he keeps that up.
A
Oh,
little high left. I've
I've seen those catch. It's a little bit unlucky from Jade.
That is a disc golf park target. I'll have to just put that one out.
they normally do catch quite well.
They
Actually,
actually do.
Yeah,
They've been there for like a good 10 years, I think.
yeah.
Good clean up from Aaron.
I mean, Austin's just gone to 4-stroke lead
Yeah.
in 2 holes.
That is huge. Paddy, bogey par to start. You're all of a sudden 5 back from Austin.
Yeah, that hurts a bit, mate. It hurts.
Hole 3, 106 metre par 3. There's a couple of ways to go about this one. You're probably not hanging it out as far as that drone has flown through. You want to be probably to the right of that tree. It does hook up to the right here very sharply on dog legs, lending itself to a nice forehand flick, or as we might see from Jade again, a turnover backhand.
The forehand was awkward. I've got to say, starting off this tee pad, and the tee pad somehow straightens you up, and I feel like that one tree in the middle found a lot of discs. Jade going the backhand turnover, and he's made this shot look so easy. I can guarantee you it is not an easy shot. It's come up a little early there, but should have a circle 2 look through the trees there for the birdie. Paddy showing off the wicked forehand that you do have. And I called it.
Squared it up, mate.
That tee pad just somehow, you want to go on the inside of it, and the tee pad makes you hit it every time.
This looks nice from Aaron.
Aaron's the local, the lefty. Beautiful
Oh,
backhand. That is excellent.
That's the line you want. That's beautiful. Now, getting up and down on this from here is not easy either.
Not at all. Good flex on that. It's going to want to get down. Unfortunately, hit a tree. So you're going to have a pretty long look to save the par there, Paddy.
Mm-hmm.
Austin with a bit of work here to get himself out of jail. It looks like he might be getting that down for a roller.
Oh,
and
good
or
Lord,
nothing.
Austin.
Yeah.
Luckily, he put 2 in the bank for the first 2 holes, but that is a massive error from Austin. And having to do essentially the same shot. Little nose up on the flex forehand there.
Yeah, and it's early as well.
So this is a big change at the top for Austin. He's all of a sudden found himself in a bit of trouble. Jade with the look for the birdie.
I feel like it's deja vu. I think he had something very similar in the first round.
Gave a bit of a run, but he's still quite a way out.
I don't think you're unhappy with a par on this hole, particularly when you see the leader and Austin having a little bit of trouble. Very good bid into the headwind from Austin.
That's a good flag, to be honest, because that was fading
sailing.
out.
Paddy, this is for your par.
Yeah,
Not
just
quite,
nose
but-
down a bit.
Well, it's quite an exposed basket, this one. It sees a lot of wind, so I can see some tentative bids because you just don't want that comeback. Aaron has this for birdie. Huge drive. Just into the band. Wanted that one. Austin carding the double, so that'll drop him down to 6, and all of a sudden the door is open. You're not going through it yet, Paddy. You're putting in a bogey yourself. But Jade,
Yep.
I think taking the par, be happy that he's now only 2 back. And Aaron, unfortunately, missing that birdie putt. He'll card the par as well as we move on to hole 4, which saw a lot of big numbers. Paddy, what are we looking at?
Yeah, 129 metre par 3. You've got this road here. You can see the sprayed line. Right of that line, it's all OB. Huge, big backhand. If you can get something to flare back into the fairway, then that's the way to play this hole. But, yeah, birdie is very difficult on this hole. Very.
Just don't go OB, and that's why Jade's gone very skinny. But that's a good mistake to make, and kicking to the left will put him in the middle of the fairway.
Aaron opting for the forehand.
Yep, I don't think Aaron's getting there with a forehand on this hole. I don't think many people are. It's 130 metres, but carving it up in 2, taking the par, was getting strokes on the field.
Just trying to get this thing as far down as I can. Really happy with the other hand. And, yeah, she's up there and safe.
We'll have a sneaky bid.
Austin's got a lot of power. This thing looks safe.
Very skinny, though.
Oh, and
that's
that's the danger.
Yeah.
Nasty kick OB, but at least he crossed in bounds. He obviously hit a tree in bounds. The real danger is,
Yeah.
oh, Lord, that is not ideal.
Yeah.
Basically rethrowing that one. And that's looking heaps better.
And that's
another
short.
tree.
Trees really didn't want Austin to get into inbounds.
That's exactly how the big numbers were carded on this hole, is just having to throw that OB carry shot over and over and over and just not getting back in bounds. Aaron from range, he'll want to just put this one close because OB is right behind the pin.
He's left that very short.
Yeah, that is not the best upshot. Paddy,
Yeah.
nice little gentle backhand turnover.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Right there.
Maybe a good tree. Was that going OB? Maybe he was checking up early.
No, it would have been okay. Left it a bit sharper than I wanted.
Oh,
Just needs to sit
Jade,
down.
that is flirting with the OB line at the back there. Paddy, was that in bounds?
It's inbounds, yeah.
Very nice.
Austin still, this is a big tester.
It's for 6.
Yeah, what's he? Going to need the calculator out to figure out Austin's score. He's taken a lot of penalties. And stat sheet again, no birdies. So this hole playing extremely tough.
Aaron would be ruining his upshot there.
It's for par and strokes on it.
Oh, no, Paddy.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the lead card playing very, very dirty to start this final round.
Yeah.
Jade.
We're all carding over par here.
Jade's carding a bogey, and he will actually get strokes on the leader in Austin.
Yeah. I mean,
As Paddy
not
taps
the
in.
start we would have wanted either.
Not at all. Aaron with the bogey and Austin. What number are we about to see? I can't do the maths.
7.
It's a 7, a triple.
Hole 5, 86 metres, a par 3. You want to be putting this one out through the gap that the drone is flying. Off the tee, it looks like a wall of trees, but there's definitely an opportunity to navigate through that main gap and get your bird.
Oh, Jay,
That
that is
is
very
lucky.
early. That is very early.
He hated that.
He's lucky he didn't hit that first tree, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hitting that first tree would have made things very tricky.
Oh, this is
That
so
looks butter.
smooth from Aaron.
Scoot forward.
Parked.
Lovely shot. Now, Paddy, going the backhand again. A little early, but going through the main gap until you hit that tree.
Yeah, didn't get this one either. And, yeah, it hurts a little.
Austin's eyeing up a gap we haven't seen yet. Oh,
Yeah.
no, Austin.
Is that out of bounds?
No, it's inbounds, but it's still a very tricky.
Austin just
Up and
needs to
down.
get this clean because, oh no, he's looking at more colour on the scorecard. He's carded a double, he's carded a triple, and he's going to need to put this one in from range to save the par. Paddy, yourself, you had a pretty routine upshot there.
That's all it was, mate. I thought I'm getting another stroke here.
Austin with the lofty bid from deep. Not a bad move, but yeah, Austin. What is that? That's 6 over par in 3 holes. That is not the way you want to start your final round.
Yeah, it was really hard. We were really feeling for him, to be honest. Like, birding those first 2.
Oh, great catch. Great birdie from Aaron.
He loves it.
You boys behind the basket. Standing nice and still for Austin.
There was a bit of pace on that putt from Austin. He's keen to get back on the train, the birdie train. As Paddy, you par out, and so does Jade. We will move on to hole 6. I liked hole 6. One of the softer par 4s, but very interesting the way you can tackle this one. Big forehand flex or a big backhand will put you in a good position to take on the OB ditch and these 2 big guardian trees. The right-hand backhand, the way the drone flying now, is the safer shot. You don't have to carry the OB, but you can take that forehand line on the left-hand side, skip it over the ditch, and have a putt for birdie. Aaron, as a lefty, is just cranking a big backhand out there.
Yeah, there's nothing too difficult about this first drive.
He seems like a bit of a forehand dominant player, Aaron, so I'm sure he wants to get a bit more left to take the forehand line on.
Jade opting for the roller again, and
He's
This
got this
looks
down.
That might be a danger of going too long. It's so good.
Oh, it's
checks up nicely.
It's in that nice little trench there.
got to
Look at
get
that.
away down there to risk that OB off the drive.
Paddy also opting for the roller. B Pro.
No, that's a Havoc.
Oh.
Very old Havoc.
I did see shout out to young Blakey Houston, who is no stranger to distance, smashed a backhand and managed to find that OB. So,
Oh, really?
yep. It is there, Paddy, if you've got the 180-metre distance.
Yeah,
Austin mashing a
because
forehand.
that's what you want. Go long OB.
That's it. Oh,
Oof.
smacks a disc there.
Yeah,
Oh, the little patented Sexton hop. That looks a little early. Is it sneaking around the tree? Oh,
perfect.
it certainly
He
is.
nearly throws it in again.
Yeah, he did that in round 1, almost brought up the chains. Oh, Paddy, that looks a little high. Snuck through the trees and
Check
just grabbed some grass. Were you liking that out of your hand? That looked a little high.
Liked the line, didn't like the height. Didn't like the little skip that it got
I
either.
don't think Austin liked this one out of the hand either. He's
Yeah,
definitely
that's
left
the-
that right.
Definitely the right mistake to make, though. You don't want to be taking on that OB, particularly when you're carding a double, triple, and a bogey to lead into this hole. Jade sneaking one around, and that's a better upshot. He'll have a 6-7 metre putt for the birdie.
It's a scary putt for Austin too. He does putt hard and he's got OB very close behind the basket.
Oh, great bid, though.
Good
and
bid.
Good reaction off the basket, just sitting down. He'll have an easy par, and hopefully that'll put him on good stead for the next hole. And Jade cashing a birdie. He's snuck into first place, and he's extending his lead with that birdie, moving down to 4 under par. Oh, boy, Paddy.
Yeah, just a little late.
Comebacker for par here. Yep. Nice in the heart of those chains.
Yeah. Disappointed about that. Definitely wanted that one.
So, boys, this is an extremely slow start for the lead card. At this point, you'd be thinking chase card would be
100%. The phone was coming out and thinking, where are we at? For hole 7, 83 metre par 3. We're definitely all thinking we need to get this one. It's very gettable. You can do a little turnover backhand with a mid or,
Please, Paddy. This is a forehand Firebird all day, every day, and every night.
Oh, that's early from Aaron.
He's absolutely turfed it, but it got a good play off the ground, and he'll have a sort of endangered look out there in the woods for birdie.
Jade opting for the backhand.
What would you throw here, Fergie? Backhand or forehand?
Backhand all day.
How's your forehand, Fergie?
Rubbish. No, look, it's okay, but I just feel more comfortable.
Look at that buttery
and
shot.
why wouldn't you?
from
I mean,
Jade.
look, let's just take. I know Jade in the previous round got a little bit higher, but he corrected that one beautifully.
Oh, Paddy, this is a genuine ace run here.
I finally got on to one, mate. Finally.
It's because you don't throw a Firebird, being Latitude 64 sponsored.
Yeah, Firebirds turn over, mate. I've got too much power.
A little low for Austin. They're
Yeah.
making this 83 metre par 3 look far more difficult than it is.
Yeah, Austin's not in a good space, and it's, really hard. Not bleeding strokes anymore. Hopefully he can get some back soon.
Aaron looked very obstructed there for that birdie look. He'll have to settle for the par. Paddy, you got a chance? And that's a nice, confident putt. Finally, you think.
Finally,
Just a little
mate.
breath out there, I saw.
Yeah, happy to get that one.
Here's Jade after that. Super smooth backhand. Straight in for birdie.
Yeah, he's starting to get hot. He's starting to warm up big time.
Austin with the par. And Aaron will be taking a par as well. So we've got Jade in first place, Aaron in second, Paddy in third, and Austin now down in fourth place as we move on to hole 8. 236 metre par 4. Very open tee shot. Just want to smash one down here as far as you can. Be cautious of the OB on the left-hand side. And then when you get to the basket, you've got OB right behind it. Make sure you check your upshot up before you get to that OB line, and you'll have a putt for birdie. It's very long, though, this hole. Jade going horrendously off the tee. That needs heaps of turn to have any chance, and it's not.
No chance.
How early did that go out?
Yeah. He did get a ways down there, but yeah. I want the birdie here, mate, so I'm going roller.
Yep. I like it. That's got a lot of cut angle. Oh, a very strange reaction off the ground.
And on the Havoc
Yeah.
again? Is it going to turn over?
No.
Oh, goodness.
I was fuming about that. I got some weird bounce and, went well OB. Very
Really?
disappointing. Probably a bit silly as well, to be honest. Should have thrown just a simple backhand. Get out there.
Nice big whip from Aaron. He's very good with that forehand. I can let you know firsthand, Paddy, being on the chase card, I was very gracious for all of the strange shot choices you boys were going for. Leaving the door nice and ajar for us to sneak up there. Austin.
Yeah, he's
This is absolutely huge.
That's big.
He's made the catch cam turn around. Well done, Austin. That's massive.
Yeah. Bit of anger behind that one, I think.
He's so proficient at those flip up and turnover backhands.
Jay just turning this one over a bit too much, getting a bit excited.
Yeah. Overcorrecting.
Oh, that needs
Got
to
to
stop.
check up.
Oh, that got very lucky. That looked like it could have easily gone back OB.
Yeah, definitely another miss from him. I want to get as much D as I can here.
Oh no, Paddy. That's turning straight at OB.
Yeah. Don't know what was happening with that disc. It turned over on me on the first hole and it turned over there, so I've gone double OB, mate.
Aaron's kept it clean so far, putting a nice safe forehand. I think he's accepting the par, not taking on any of the OB.
Did I just happen to see a certain Brian Motley
Yeah.
caddying
You did.
for Aaron Morton? Very cool, Brian Motley, legend of the sport in Australia.
Hadn't seen him for years. He come out, we had a great chat, and then I play like this.
Now, Austin with that huge drive.
Parked, mate.
Look at that.
Goodness me.
Looked like he threw it 60% power. He was so far up on the drive.
And that's where you can really attack this hole. You have to get off the drive well. You have to get down
This
there.
looks very nice from Jade.
Yeah.
He did have a horrendous tee shot, Jay, but he's certainly fixed it with that upshot. Should be just carding the single bogey there. And Paddy, you're not looking at a single.
No, I was starting to get a bit angry now.
Aaron with a nice upshot. He's played this hole very smartly, taking the par. Austin with a birdie. This
All right, mate. It's in.
It's in.
It's in.
That was exactly my words.
This hole almost played half a stroke over par, but there were some birdies. Austin, one of them. Blake, Houston, Chile, Dave Perry, Paul Phillips, and Ryan Budge. Oh, Paddy, you couldn't be any grumpier at this point, eh?
No, mate.
You don't like doubles.
It was dumb. Hated it.
Hole 9, 115-metre par 3. This one definitely shapes up for a nice, big, booming sidearm, or if you've got a nice, big, turning, drifting turnover shot, that's also going to play nicely for you. Austin here opting for the sidearm. That's mashed. It's high, but it might have the legs to get there.
I did not know Austin had this in his arsenal, mate.
It does have
That
the legs.
is
Wow.
huge.
He's got big distance on that forehand. He's just so good with his backhand. We don't see it all that often, but when it comes out, it's big. Aaron, that's a little skinny, sneaking around. Very nice.
He's got to look from the circle's edge, and he's loved that being in there, putting from there this weekend.
Yeah. As a lefty, you really don't need to take on those trees. Hang it out nice and wide. Jade putting this up over the power lines. It looks like it's stalling out.
Just a bit too high. He should have a pretty easy up and down.
Didn't see many bogeys this hole. Relatively easy to fix your mistake if you do.
The catch cam catching you, Paddy, put this one inside the circle and basically under the basket.
Yeah.
Minus the roll.
Minus the roll.
The roll hurt. I'll be honest, the roll hurt me. And I was still hurting from the last hole.
I wouldn't write this off for Jade. He's pretty good at throwing these ones in.
He's having a go.
Gave it a little sniff.
Well, he knows Austin's parked, and he's only 2 strokes behind.
And you'd have to be worrying about chase card at this stage with the slow start you guys have put on. A little bit of a chase card check-in. Dan Frost putting in a 2 down on the front 9. And local legend Paul Phillips making a mockery of the course. He is 5 down on the front 9, charging up the leaderboard.
Smoking.
And then you also have Blake Houston and myself with a 1 down. So with Austin with a +3, Paddy with a +4, Jade at even and Aaron at even, chase cards all of a sudden in the equation.
Austin getting back-to-back birdies there. Well-deserved and well-needed.
Well, you didn't see my awesome putt, but I did actually snag that birdie at the end there, getting back to +3. So, yeah, it's going to be a big, big back 9 because, as Timmy, you've just said, it's getting very tight and that chase card is coming in hot.
I do believe Dan Frost is the leader at the moment on the chase card starting hole 10.
Awesome.
Make sure you join us for the back 9 coverage of this final round. Thanks again, Gatekeeper, Rad and Disc Golf Justice for the event.